Hello, and thank you so much for joining us for the Festival of Cinema NYC virtual filmmaker interviews. I am Stephen Miller. I am a cabaret superstar, and I'm being joined by my co-host, Bonnie Rose, star of Screen and Television. And today we're so excited to be speaking with John Gray, director of the film Extrainnings, which will be playing on Thursday, October 1st at 7 p.m. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
We are so thrilled to have you here with us today. So thank you. Let me get right into it. Can you tell us the premise for your film?
It depends on whether someone will watch this before the film or after the film.
I think hopefully they'll watch it before.
Okay, so I can't give away too much, but basically it is about a very aggressive sports reporter who is interviewing the manager, the crusty, kind of grumpy manager of the Boston Red Sox in an attempt to uncover secrets from this manager's past.
Okay. Can you tell us what inspired you to do this film, to do this short, and why now?
Well, actually, I had written a feature film a couple of years ago, which had an opening very similar to what this movie is. And I could never get that film made. But I thought to myself, I just feel like that opening, that little 9-minute opening piece of the script was strong enough that it could maybe just make a standalone film. And so that's what I did. And I've been making short films. I guess the bigger answer is about why I make short films. And I get into short films because, well, of course, that's how I started. When I was like 11 years old. I got an old regular rate camera and my friends going crazy in my neighborhood in Brooklyn. But now I'm sort of at the other end of my career, and being involved in television and features, the pace is so glacial. It takes so long to get anything going. And particularly now, of course, during the pandemic, things are just dead. So I wanted to make short films as a way to keep sane, to keep staying creative, and to also stay engaged with the people I work with, the actors I love and my crew that I love. And so I made a little horror short a couple of years ago called The Desecrated, which was meant to be a proof of concept piece for a horror film we were trying to make. But it turned out well enough that we started putting it into film festivals and started getting really good reactions to it. And then we started going to these festivals. We had so much fun watching movies. And you remember those days when we could all sit together and watch movies. Meeting other filmmakers and talking about film and seeing other people's work. It was just so great. So I decided that at least once or twice, if I can, a year, I'm going to make a short film and then get out there on the festival circuit with it.
Well, we're so happy that you did. I wanted to ask you, was it difficult getting this short funded? How did you go about it? And also, how did you go about getting the incredible cast that you have in it? You have some heavy hitters.
Yes, well, Peter Riegert is a friend of mine. We did a feature film together a few years ago called White Irish Drinkers. Mm-hmm. And we shot that in Brooklyn, in my neighborhood in Brooklyn. And I just love Peter. He's a great guy. And, we've always been looking for a way to work together again. Mm-hmm. And so I actually wrote this for him. I wrote this with him in mind once I reworked it from the original concept. And TJ Tyna did not know personally. I knew his work. And I'm lucky enough to have a really good casting director, mm-hmm. Russell Boast and Debbie Manwiller, who are really plugged in and connected. And very often if an actor finds a piece of material that they think is well written, that they think is going to be a good experience for them, they'll do it. And in terms of the financing it, I'm in a very, very rarefied position, which I'm very grateful for. And I realize not everyone is. But after having a long career and having had a hit television series on the air for 5 years, yes. I'm able to finance these things myself. And I still have to do them for a good price, but I feel like it's worth doing for me because I am addicted to making movies. I got to do it. I can't imagine just not doing it. So I use my own money. And we shoot them in 2 days. It's very fast. And I'm also very fortunate that I have this 30-year career with relationships with sound houses and post houses and editors, and so there's a lot of favors I can call back on, and that's how it's been working. It works, so far so good.
Well, it's incredible. It's incredible because we both watched it, and it's absolutely incredible. And I hate to cut this short, but because we could go on and on and on, but as a Queens girl, and I know you're a Brooklyn guy,
Yeah.
how do you feel about seeing, hopefully, if you can see it, at the drive-in in Queens to see, your short film up on, since we're not in the movies, but we'll be at the drive-in. How do you feel about that? Excited?
Yeah, I'm planning to be there and really excited about it. And my father was from Queens. My father was from Jackson Heights and lived for many years in Astoria. So I know Queens a little bit, not as much as I know Brooklyn, but yeah, I'm looking forward to being there. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. We're so thrilled that you're going to be there. That's wonderful. That's just wonderful. Thank you so much. And I'm going to throw it back to Stephen. This was just terrific. Wow.
Thank you.
And I'm going to catch the pitch, and I just so happen to have a baseball with me, because what better thing to have for this? And I also want to say, I love that you chose the Red Sox, because I am originally from New Hampshire, and that is our home state, home base team. So I thank you for that. And I want to thank you.
It was quite accidental because we rooted for the Yankees.
Well,
then we never heard back from them. We never got their permission. So we went to the next one down the list.
Oh, yes.
We love that.
Oh, yes. No, I'm based in Queens as well. So it's just so funny, seeing the baseball, and I'm like, oh, wait, Red Sox. But great film. Everybody get out there and see it. And I want to thank John Gray for joining us today, all the way from Massachusetts. And we look forward to seeing you at the festival.
Yes, I'll be there.
And I also want to thank my fabulous co-host, Bonnie Rose, for joining us today. And we look forward to this film. Get out there, see it, bring a baseball, and let's start the game. So here we go, and we'll see you then. Have a great day.
See you at the drive-in.